Hey, what's up guys? Rob from Movie Review Time, and I'm back with a brand new video. You might be asking yourself, Rob, where are you right now? Looks like you're in a little room. Well, you're right. I'm in my closet for a good reason. Wanted to show you guys my entire VHS movie collection. Okay, and I have a lot. So I'll probably be zipping through these, but the reason I'm in my closet is because that's where my VHS movies are stacked up. Let me show you this really quick. Okay? Right there. Look at all that. All stacked up. And that's all because I don't have a place to put it. Yes, I do have a movie room. I have my horror movie section, and then I have a movie room downstairs that consists of DVDs and Blu-rays, as well as box sets and stuff. But I want to have this ultimate movie room. My vision is to have this huge room full of VHS, Blu-rays, DVDs, 4K, posters, movie memorabilia. I just want to cram all that stuff into one room. That is my vision. I just don't have a room for it right now. So, I'm storing all my VHS movies like this. So that's why I'm going to show you my VHS collection right here in this little closet. Now this doesn't include the Friday the 13th movies and all that stuff that I've shown you in my previous horror movie room update. Definitely go check that out. I might actually take you downstairs and look at some stuff at the end, but it depends on how much time we have. So I'm going to zip through these, show you what I got. First thing here is the Three Stooges collection, which is the Nyuk times 10 collection, with a bunch of curly episodes, all the best ones pretty much. Huge box set here on VHS. I'm going to do an up-close and personal review of this, so stay tuned for that. So, we got Short Circuit. I also have two versions of that. We have The Principal. Love that movie. That just got released on Blu-ray not too long ago. The Ghost and the Darkness. Excellent film. Superman 3. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. I just wish Superman would have said yes! Scrooged. Bill Murray. Ah, classic. Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, dear. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Notice how it doesn't say Indiana Jones in the Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's because that's not what it was. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now, here's one on beta. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I do have Last Crusade on VHS. Field of Dreams. Classic. Terminator 2. Judgment Day. Do I need to talk about that movie? Braveheart. This is our land! Die Hard. How is it you say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker? Die Hard 2, Die Harder. The Making of Die Hard with a Vengeance. This came in a 2-pack, or actually a 3-pack of Die Hard. Back to the Future. Speed. What about the freight elevators? Old Yeller. Classic. Grumpy Old Men. Amazing. One of my favorite comedies. Grumpier Old Men. Awesome sequel. 1989 Batman. Still my favorite Batman. Jurassic Park. A lot of great movies, man. Another great comedy. Sister Act. Top Gun. You two characters are going to Top Gun. The Breakfast Club. See, I don't think I need to sit with two fucking dildos anymore. Ghost. Say it on me, say something. Sam Wheat. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. Cocoon: The Return. Underrated Stallone film, Paradise Alley. I just recently picked that up on DVD, actually. I found it. Here's another beta version of Willow. I have a lot of betas. The Great Outdoors. Jeepers Creepers. Here's Superman 2. Ghostbusters. Hook. Pulp Fiction. Here's kind of a rare one by CBS Fox, Red Sonja, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bridget Nielsen. Backdraft, another great movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, who hasn't seen this film? The River Wild, underrated thriller. Apollo 13. I have two versions of this. This is the 25th anniversary of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I actually have the original version. Here's a sealed version of The Princess Bride. Harrison Ford movie that's sealed, Presumed Innocent. I have a lot of Harrison Ford movies. Children of the Corn 3: Urban Harvest. One of my favorite comedies, Christmas Vacation. This is sealed, Ben-Hur. The original. Another sealed, A Christmas Story. One of my favorite Christmas movies. Here we have The Poseidon Adventure, the original, with Gene Hackman. Cliffhanger, awesome Stallone film. Mission Impossible, the first one. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Here's an old one. Cool World. Lethal Weapon 2. The Karate Kid. Now I have two versions of these. I have the RCA Columbia Pictures home video, and then I have the Columbia TriStar. Karate Kid Part 2, as well as the RCA Columbia Pictures version. An Officer and a Gentleman. Are you queer, boy? Only two things coming out of Arizona. Steers. Or wait, no. He says, two things coming out of Oklahoma. Steers and queers. Which one are you, boy? I don't see no horns, so you must be a queer. Death to Smoochie. Here's a sealed one. Peter Pan, starring Mary Martin. It's an old one. The Karate Kid Part 3. Another Stakeout, which is a sequel to Stakeout. The Hunt for Red October. God, I still got a lot. Deceived. Dirty Dancing. Good Morning Vietnam. Sealed copy of Mannequin. Here's another great film, Mask. Not The Mask, Mask, with Cher and Eric Stoltz, Sam Elliott. The very first Highlander. Can be only one. Sealed copy of The Witches. Sealed copy of Stakeout. Richard Dreyfuss, Emilio Estevez. The Good Son. Excellent thriller. And here's my other copy of Short Circuit. This is the original copy here. It's sealed. Original cover art. Driven. Sylvester Stallone film. Darkman. Here's a great thriller. Double Jeopardy. Ashley Judd. Underrated Tom Cruise film, Cocktail. Not many people have seen this movie or know about this movie. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Here's an underrated Patrick Swayze film, Black Dog. Sleepless in Seattle. Gladiator, Cuba Gooding Jr. Steven Seagal, Marked for Death. Young Guns 2. This is the Warner Brothers Hits version. Sinbad and Phil Hartman, House Guest. Another great Tom Cruise film, The Firm. The Shadow, Alec Baldwin. I gotta put these where I don't. God, I still got a lot. Iron Eagle. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Another Harrison Ford film, Air Force One. Highlander, The Final Dimension. Lethal Weapon 3. Most of these are in excellent condition, by the way. Single White Female. I was really glad to find one of these. The very first Under Siege. Excellent copy of Short Circuit 2. Escape from New York. This is the MGM MovieTime edition. The Last Starfighter. Sometimes they come back for more. A sealed copy of Commando. All Dogs Go to Heaven, sealed. Excellent condition, Christine. The Paper Brigade. Super Sleuth, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. The Delta Force in pristine condition. Dreamcatcher. Tremors 3, Back to Perfection. Here's an old one. The Gates of Hell. Forrest Gump. Wayne's World. Sealed copy of Taps. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Sealed copy of the first Lethal Weapon. Couple episodes of The Three Stooges. Funniest Moments 2 of Three Stooges. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, A Day at the Circus with a couple of episodes from the show. The X-Men cartoon, Pride of the X-Men. In the Mouth of Madness. The Next Karate Kid. A sealed copy of Memoirs of an Invisible Man with Chevy Chase. sealed Schindler's List. Titanic. Brendan Fraser's The Mummy. Coach. TV show. An X-Men Creator's Choice VHS that I got from, I believe, Pizza Hut. Beta version of Look Who's Talking. Harrison Ford, Witness. Robert Downey Jr. in Heart and Souls. Merlin. Mark Hamill in The Guyver. Steve Martin and Rick Moranis, My Blue Heaven. It's funny, they were together in Little Shop of Horrors. Awesome Tom Hanks film, Turner and Hooch. Man, I need to shift my position here. Okay. Brooke Shields in My Blue Lagoon, or The Blue Lagoon. Father of the Bride Part 2. House Sitter with Goldie Hawn and Steve Martin. Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Stephen King's The Langoliers. Lionheart. Awesome Van Damme film. Power Rangers Power Playback. This is the classic Red Ranger edition. An American Tail, 5-0 Goes West. And then here on beta I have An American Tail. Here's the original, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Another Van Damme film, Nowhere to Run. Empire of the Sun. Star Trek The Final Frontier. 5. Last Action Hero. Charlotte's Web, 1972. Michael Jordan Airtime. Now, a couple of Kevin Bacon films. Telling Lies in America. The Air Up There. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. John Carpenter's The Thing, in perfect condition. Love this. The Land Before Time. Here's kind of a rare one called Jailbait with C. Thomas Howell. Can't find the DVD of that even. Batteries Not Included. Classic. Jurassic Park Lost World, that hologram cover thing. It's pretty cool. Starman. An old one, Jeff Bridges. Bullet, Tupac Shakur and Mickey Rourke. Here's the making of Star Wars. Making of thing. The original, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. Tremors 2, Aftershocks. The Goonies. Stand By Me. Excellent condition. And we're getting down, yep, we're about done here. Here's a couple of clamshell ones really quick. Angels in the End Zone. It's a Wonderful Life, sealed. The Wizard of Oz. A clamshell. Last one, D2, The Mighty Ducks. Alright guys, so there you go. That is my entire VHS collection of what it's, what's in my closet right now. But like I said, I do have more. If you haven't seen my horror video, my horror movie room update, definitely check it out where I show some of the horror movies on VHS. So hope you guys liked it. Definitely comment below. It's Rob signing off, and see you in the next one.